I'm Yo Barry Yo, and this is All the Hype. Hello, welcome to All the Hype. I'm Yo Barry Yo. Today we have a very special guest, BeccaBaddest. Hey, thanks for joining in today.
Thank you for having me, Barry and Becca today.
So again, this is All the Hype, where we're going to be pretty much learning everything about Becca. If you want to go ahead and just give a little quick, brief introduction about yourself, and then we'll get into it.
So what's up, everyone? What's up, Poké fam? My name is Becca. I go by BeccaBaddest on TikTok. I'm 25 years old. I am from the US. I just started collecting Pokemon this year in 2020. We're in 2020, right? Oh my God.
2021.
We're in 2021 and it's going to be 2022. Wow. Where did the time go?
This year flew by.
It really did fly by. Last year too. Everything is just blurring together at this point.
It is.
Yeah, but I started collecting Pokemon in 2021 March. And aside from Pokemon, I went to college. I played volleyball in college, and sometimes I still play in like women's leagues on weeknights, or maybe on the weekends I'll play in a tournament. Very big on family, very family oriented. My mom actually helped me a lot with my hobby. She also is a collector. She collects Pez dispensers.
That's cool.
Our attic is just full of Pez everywhere.
So it seems like you get your collecting aspect from your mom. Was March is when you first made your first Pokemon TikTok. Or Pokemon related TikTok. Was there a reason behind that? Like what made you go Pokemon?
So, I was going through it in life, and I wanted something that I could control, something to bring me peace of mind. And I thought, why don't I try collecting something? And, I'm just scrolling through TikTok, and I had seen the first partner pack was coming out. What was that, like in March that they started it? Like around
March
that time.
April, yep.
Yeah. So that just came to me. I was like, oh, why don't I try Pokemon cards? Little did I know that it was all the hype this year, and because of celebrations coming out, that it was gonna be hard to find products and stuff like that. But just overall, collecting has brought me a lot of joy, and it's really helped with my creativity. I don't really feel limited, even though we're in this specific niche of collecting Pokemon. I feel like we can still find creative ways, like we do in the Hype House with our collaborations, where we can incorporate makeup and school, like pop quizzes with Pokemon, and just come up with funny skits. So I don't at all feel limited being a part of this community. And I think that's why I love it so much. So I saw that viral video of like the first partner pack. Some guy went into Walmart and he saw it, and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I should try collecting Pokemon. And the first cards I got were actually the McDonald's anniversary cards. So I found out about that too. And I was like, oh, let me go to McDonald's. Little did I know, McDonald's was like, yeah, you can only get the cards if you buy a Happy Meal. I was like, I guess I'm getting a Happy Meal. So that's the only set I have completed so far. But
so you actually got all of the McDonald's one?
I did. I got the non-holos and the holos. So
that's pretty cool. I was not able to get all of them. I got a few of them, but not all of them. You were never really into Pokemon as as a kid?
Not really. My older brother was, and I think I was about 5 when the show was like showing in the US, like on TV. But it wasn't something that I really understood. I think it can be a little complicated. I did learn like a couple weeks ago how to play the actual TCG, and there's a lot of rules. I still have a lot to learn, but I understand like the general concept of like your active players, your bench, your prize cards, and all that stuff. So it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of learning, and I don't think I'll ever be finished learning about Pokemon.
Yeah, I just find it interesting. Yeah, you just happened to find a TikTok and wanted to actually join into this Pokemon community.
Yeah, I think my first Pokemon TikTok was me showing like 3 different cards of the same Pokemon. And I was like, guys, can you tell me if one of these is fake? I had no idea that there were different sets printed every year, couple sets within a year. Like, it was a lot to learn at first. It was a little overwhelming, but the community has been very positive and welcoming for the most part.
And that's what I was about to ask. With you just now, fairly new to the Pokemon community, how has it been?
It has been pretty good. I can't remember any I don't remember getting any really negative comments. It might be someone correcting me here and there, like maybe how I store my cards. Oh, you shouldn't put them in tins. You should use ETBs. You should use binders, you know? But I take it more so as constructive criticism, you know, people trying to help me steer me in the right direction as far as, you know, taking care of my collection and things like that. I try not to make any content that would require me to do way too much thinking that is above the knowledge that I have of Pokemon right now. And I thought it was really cool how we did the game show on our live on YouTube a couple days ago. And just it was the Kanto region alone had 150 Pokemon. And I was like, mind blown. I'm like, I have way too much to learn. I could probably name max like 20 Pokemon right now.
Yeah, I think like in total, I don't know, it's 800 and something, something like that. It's a crazy amount. There's no way anybody could know all the Pokemon. There's no way.
I think Manny could probably name all the Pokemon. If you just show him like a picture of the Pokemon, he's like, okay, that's. I feel like
you think so?
Off
Maybe
the memory, yeah, off memory, like with no references, I think it's pretty impossible unless you're like a super fan. But I think there's some people out there who will see the Pokemon and they'll be like, all right, that's so and so.
So
like that's Lugia.
Yeah, with you coming in to this Pokemon community, like early right now, are you? Is there a region that you're more drawn to? Is it the most recent with the Galar region, or with the Kanto region? Is there one that you're more familiar with?
There isn't, actually. I haven't dove that deep into it. I still have to crack open my Pokemon Sword game for my Switch. I want to get familiar with it so that when January comes around, I'm like, okay, I can get this new game and feel confident playing it.
Oh, the Legends Arceus?
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to. I think I'm going to skip Diamond Pearl. My wallet would appreciate that.
I'm probably going to get Diamond and Pearl. I never actually played the original, so I'm not getting it to have some like nostalgia of the original, but I may just get it just to play. But yeah, I'm more interested in Legends that's coming out in January as well. Did you play any other games in the past on like Game Boys and
Pokemon?
Stuff?
No, like I said, I was pretty young. My brother had a couple of Pokemon games for his Game Boy Color, but being like 5, 6, 7 years old, I was like, this has too much reading.
I just find it so cool, like you're like new to the hobby. Was there a certain maybe creator on TikTok or YouTube that kind of drawn you to the Pokemon world? For me, it was Leon Hart, who really got me back into the Pokemon. Was there anybody like that for you?
I wouldn't say that there was one specific creator. I think Leon Hart, I learned about actually a couple months after creating. Actually, James Arizona was the first Pokemon friend that I made on TikTok.
James is like very awesome.
Yes, basically like our king of Pokemon. And
pretty much.
He was so sweet, so welcoming. And when he shared with me the Hype House video of, I think it was like the Full House collab that you guys did, I was like, that's so cool. Oh my God, I want to be a part of that. And here we are, I'm a part of it.
James was actually the one who told me about your account.
I remember.
Really like the Pokemon community on TikTok. It feels like really like a tight-knit community.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
It's just so welcoming, and there is some negativity within it, but I think for the most part, it really is a lot of positive things going on in here.
Yeah, I think a lot of the negativity stems from just like how hard it is to find cards, and a lot of the scalping that we see, like the rip and ships and stuff, being way overpriced. And it's unfortunate for people who genuinely love the hobby, who genuinely just want cards and packs to open. And, have pack battles with their friends instead of waiting, oh, you got a pack? My order's not coming for another 2 weeks. So save one so we can pack battle, So
it really does take the fun out of it with all that. It's hard for, like you said, it's hard to find packs in stores, and then everything is so overpriced if you're buying it third party. It really does take the joy out of what it used to be. Like I said, you're coming into it new. I came into it also kind of new at the mid 2020 era, when I guess a lot of people as well started getting into it.
Whoa,
and when the hype started
fast.
Yeah, when the hype really started, I guess really getting big with Logan Paul and all that, really hyping up the Pokemon world, and which in effect brought in more scalpers. And
yeah, it definitely has its negatives, but trying to find the light in the situation, it did bring a lot of new people to the hobby, like myself. So even though it is hard to find cards, I'd rather it be difficult to find cards and be a part of this awesome community and meet all of you and chat with all of you than to have not met any of you at all.
And that's the goal really with the Poké Hype House. What we've been doing is really trying to bring a place to bring everybody together, because I mean, without this platform, without this group that we created, I mean, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Yeah.
So it's really cool if you think about it, like all the new people you're meeting just because of this one hobby. And it's, I don't know, whenever I think about it, sometimes it's just crazy, because if it wasn't for watching a Leon Hart video, I don't, where would I be right now? Because we wouldn't have,
Yeah, I totally get what you mean. It's really great to, wake up every day and talk to you guys. I'll tell my in real life friends, like, oh, my friend sent me this, or, oh, my friend, told me about this Pokemon drop. I got to go to Walmart, and it's just like, oh, your friend? I'm like, yeah, he lives in Arizona. I never met him, but he's great,
For people looking at it from the outside, crazy. It doesn't make sense to them. But for us, it makes total sense. And it's pretty much like we are, even though we're friends from far off or wherever we live. But it is like we're, like close friends. And like you said, we talk to each other every single day. Yeah. So, for me, I look forward to those conversations in our Discord and really getting to know everybody. And again, that's what this is for, is really getting to know you. And so everybody else in the group can see who we are as an individual, rather than our, quick messages we send throughout the day, right? Yeah,
definitely.
So yeah, that being said, so we know Pokemon. Is there anything like outside of the Pokemon community like you like to do?
Well, outside of Pokemon, I'm really big into raving. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the rave scene.
I'm not.
Yeah, so I try to go to festivals at least once a year. COVID has really been a hindrance in that department. But this month, I can't believe it's November. This month, I'm going to Florida for EDC Orlando, and I'm actually going to be Mel Dog out there. She's going too. So we're going to have a little pack battle at the main stage, and it's going to be awesome. But yeah, I'm really big into just live music, going and just feeling free and relaxed and dancing with my friends. And like I said, sometimes I do still play volleyball. I am 5'4" and I'm a middle blocker. So I don't know if you know this, but middle blockers are supposed to be the tallest girls on the team. But back in high school, my coach, she just said, yeah, you jump high. You should go in the middle. So I really relate to Hinata from Haiku, just being like this tiny giant and, going out there. And it's really fun to be underestimated and then to shut down like a girl who's like 6'2", and you're just like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with I guess the volleyball scene, but yeah, I would not expect it if that's spot supposed to be played as. It's like I think she's in the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's all about timing. It's not about inches. It's about timing.
But that's cool. Again, what you're saying with the whole raving and the music scene, and like you said, you're actually going to be meeting up with Mule Dog, another member of the Pokemon Poké Hype House, which is cool. How again, like we've been saying, this Pokemon community is bringing people together, and now some of these people are actually meeting in the real world. Which, if it wasn't for this platform and this community, again, you would have been going probably to the same event and y'all would have never even crossed paths if it wasn't for this one thing that brings us all together, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think it'd be so dope if one day in the future we could all meet up somewhere, whether it's at a convention or it's just like a planned Poké Hype House retreat. I think that'd be really, really cool.
That would be cool. A Poké hype house. We'll take over a hotel or something.
Yeah,
it's like this is the headquarters of the Poké hype house.
That'd be so dope.
That would be. Now, let's go back to TikTok. Because I noticed, before you Pokemon, you would post also like hula hooping videos. How is that?
Yeah, so hula hooping is also a part of the rave scene. I'll still do it once in a while here and there. It was one of those things where I'm like, this is pretty difficult, but I know that once I learn it and master it, I'm gonna be like just so proud of myself. And just, it's another thing that I love about the rave community. It also brings a lot of people together from different parts of the country. One of my friends is like a crazy, insane hooper, and she just inspired me to pick up the hobby and try it. It's something that is just, I've always admired like people who can dance and stuff like that. So I think of hula hooping as like a different form of dance. Sometimes I'll try to shuffle. I'm going to a shuffle meetup on Saturday, so hopefully I can learn a couple moves from some people before I head out to the festival. But yeah, I really do enjoy trying new things. I try not to limit my content because I don't want to just be in this box. I know people are like, if you want to be successful, you got to niche down and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I do TikTok for myself. I do it to bring myself joy, to express my creativity, and if I feel like I would be doing a disservice to myself and to others if I didn't just post anything and everything that came to my mind, because regardless, it's going to resonate with someone,
Again, yeah, like you were saying, it's supposed to be what brings you joy. You're posting what you like. And another thing I noticed you posting too is, I see you're recently getting into skateboarding as well. Yeah,
so when the pandemic first started, my cousin and I were just like, man, like, we got to get outside. We got to get some fresh air. So we'd go to an empty lot by a university near us and we would just skate. And I'm very much into things that just make me feel free in general. And longboarding, just feeling the wind in my face and just cruising, I really enjoy. Skateboarding is very difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Just trying to stay on the skateboard by itself is a completely different vibe than the longboard. But overall, I do really enjoy it. I gotta practice everything that you see a lot more because I'm very like novice beginner in just about all my hobbies. But that's one of the goals I have for 2022 is to really start to master some of my hobbies.
Yeah, skateboard is fun. Because I used to skate as a kid as well, and if you're familiar with my videos where I paint cards with random objects, so one of them was a painted card with a skateboard. So I pulled out my skateboard.
Is it tech deck? You used an
actual skateboard. I'm sorry.
Wow, I have to go back and watch that.
Yeah,
I'm thinking you're like talking about like the tech decks. Wow.
But for my little scene where I say like, okay, well, I grabbed the skateboard for what I wanted to do in it. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to just do a kickflip. I used to do these all the time. And when I say it took, I think it was like three hours to land this kickflip.
Jeez.
It was horrible. I'm thinking like, okay, I'll just get out there. Oh yeah, I'll just do a kickflip. Now I haven't, that being said, I haven't did this in 10, 12 years, if not longer. So I'm thinking, it's just like riding a bike. I'll hop on and do a little kickflip. 3 hours it took to land this kickflip. And then my body was so hurting the next day. Like, I'm getting old. I can't be doing this anymore.
Yeah. All the fun things nowadays look pretty difficult. But it pays off to like practice and learn. Because once you land that kickflip, then you're like, yes, I did it. I can do one thing that the person next to me can't do.
For me, when I land that kickflip, it was like, yes, I can finally go inside now.
Yeah, I bet.
But I know what you mean. Especially when you're first learning something, it is a lot of fun, and there's a lot of, I guess, trying and failing that goes with it.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've smacked myself in the face with my hula hoop. Like, I have it on camera. I had bruises like on my arm just trying to hula hoop. Not easy, but it's just that sense of satisfaction with yourself once you land that new trick and you're just like, yes, I did it.
And with the hula hoop, and that's just specifically came from the I guess the raves that you go to. You just seen it there and you just want to give it a try.
Yeah, exactly. I seen it there and I was like, wow, that's really cool. I was tired of going to festivals and just doing this. I was like, I gotta find something to do. There's people who do like light shows with gloves, there's people who hula hoop, there's people who shuffle, they have like these fairy wings, and I'm over here like, no,
Just
I gotta
fist
do
bumping.
better. Yeah. I'm like, I gotta do
It
better.
does sound like a lot of fun. Because when I think of hula hooping, I just think of just keeping the, but I never looked at it as an aspect of dance and really what you can do with it. So that it does sound really cool.
Yeah, and then there's some hula hoops that light up. I have a hula hoop that lights up, and once you're like spinning it around, it'll like leave kind of like after images and stuff. It's just, it's a whole new world, literally.
That's cool. I think, we talked about a lot. Is there anything else that you want to talk about?
Thank you for bringing up my older videos. I was like, what do I talk about? What do I talk about? You're good at this, Barry.
I'm trying, I'm trying not to seem like,
homework?
nervous.
That's great.
I really did spend the weekend going through all of your TikToks.
Yeah, so when it's your turn, I want to interview you because I feel like you did so much homework for me. Now I got to do homework for you. I feel like I owe it to you.
You will have to go through like so many videos.
I won't mind. I'll have a clipboard. I'll have a whole list. So on September 24th of 2019, this is what you posted. I'll have my tablet. Yeah, I'll pull up my tablet. Like, this is the video I'm referencing.
Nice. I would love for you to interview me. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, me too.
So I think that's all it is. Thanks for joining in today. It was a lot of fun talking and getting to know you a little bit more.
Me. It was great talking to you and seeing that you knew me sometimes better than I knew myself.
I tried. I did a little bit of homework, but so that was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining in today for All the Hype with BeccaBaddest.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.